Good morning, viewer. I am in Mr. Onani's place, the chairman of Mukebo Self-Help Group. In this session, he's going to explain to us a new technology and also innovative way of planting vegetables. Thank you very much, Mr. Onani. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'm happy to meet you today.
Yes.
Briefly, can you explain to us this new technology of farming vegetables?
This system of farming, mainly the purpose is to make sure that we use minimum water and minimum space to get maximum output. You see these two containers, initially they were supposed to be waste, and how to dispose them was a problem. So when I sat down and thought about it, I thought I can recycle it to make it some kind of farming tool, or farming, what can I call it, a device to do a bit of farming. So what you can see here is a black nightshade in the two of them. Behind it there, we have some sunken beds for Sukuma wiki, that is Calais. And here...
And before you continue, Mr. Onani, what is the importance of using sunken beds?
The importance of using sunken beds is especially we were just going through a very dry spell, a very dry season when there was no rain. So when you use sunken beds, it takes minimum amount of water. It needs minimum amount of water. And these sunken beds, in essence, they are some kind of water banks. Water banks. When you put enough water in the beds, it will take 3 weeks to dry up. And within the 3 weeks, even if it's a long period of drought, you will find that at least rain will come and will get going. So I think sunken beds are important, and we should adapt it all over, because the resources that we have now are getting smaller and smaller, especially the streams that we have. The streams that we have are not expanding, but the population is, the use of water in our shambas is actually increasing. So these sunken beds will help as water banks within our small shambas. So these raised beds, going back to the raised beds also is actually a way of having very little water for very many crops at a time. So you see what you can see before us here. I only need a small bucket, a 10-liter bucket, after every 3 days. Only this, when we have, this is a 10-liter bucket, so when we have it full of water, it's enough to water my vegetables, and it will take 3 days before it needs another one.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onani. I can see beside us here, there's a river stream in your home. And what are you doing to preserve the stream of water that we have here?
When you look at the banks of the stream, I'm actually responsible for the riparian land. The riparian land means 6 meters from the center of the stream. Riparian lands means 6 meters from the center of the stream to the edge, to the land. And this one is legally for the government, not for me. It's a government land. This resource, I'm responsible for that. When you look at it, you'll find a lot of shrubs covering the water. This is my responsibility to make sure that these shrubs are not interfered with, so that there is less evaporation. Water, sun rays contact with the water is minimal. That's why when you look at around, you'll find that you cannot see the stream. In fact, you cannot know whether there is a stream around here. So it is my responsibility to make sure that this water is preserved for those people who are under the stream, so that they don't go thirsty, or they don't have problem with their animals.
Finally, Mr. Onani, I do understand that you are a chairman of a group. How many people are in this group?
We are 32 members. Of the 32, 22 are ladies, 11 are men.
Thank you very much.
Of the 32, also we have 9 youths.
Thank you very much. Which advice can you give to the community around, those who have got water stream near them and maybe they have got resources and they are not doing the same way you are doing here?
In fact, first, what I would say to the community, preservation of the taking care of the climate or the environment around should be our responsibility, people who are staying there. It is not the government, it is not any other person, it is you who is there, who must make sure that whatever natural resource you have, you take care of it. I think that is very important for now and for the future.
Thank you very much, dear viewer. That was us with Mr. Onani, the farmer who is known for drying vegetables.
Yes.
And also advisor to the community. He's one of our doctor farmer around who has worked with us. Until next time, if you want to know more about dried vegetables, subscribe to this channel or contact Mr. Onani through his number that you'll find in this channel. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sila.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.